You ever stand in the rain with your whole life tucked inside a ragged old box and realize the world's moved on without you, even the restaurant you gave 17 years to, letting you go without so much as a handshake? That was Mule. That was Maggie Lane, outside what used to be Murphy's Kitchen, a place I'd pour my soul into, now with my name on the sign, and not a clue why anyone wanted me there. No job, no thanks, just cold drizzle in the face. And just when I'm about to turn away, thinking it's all some kind of mix-up, 5 black Rolls-Royces glide up to the curb like a royal parade, and out steps this older gentleman, silver hair, suit sharp as winter, eyes searching like he'd lost something precious long ago. He stares, breathes deep, and asks, "Were you the woman who gave a kid food every day for 10 years?" I nod, "What else can you do?" And he near chokes up, "That kid, that was my grandson." And out from behind him, another door opens, and there's this young man, big smile, grown tall, but with the same haunted look I remembered from years back, and suddenly it all starts coming back. Let me rewind, let's go back to the start. I was Maggie, 43, head cook at Murphy's Kitchen, little family place tucked near Willow Park. Not famous, not fancy, just home. I had my routines, show up early, stay late, work my hands numb, never complain. No husband, no kids, a rented apartment, some friendly faces in the building, and a whole city that barely knew I existed. But every soul sleeping rough under the park benches, they all knew who I was, even if they never said my name out loud. Here's the thing. No matter how slammed we got, I always made a little extra. Half my meal, every day, wrapped up for a scrawny boy named Jesse. 7 years old, skin and bones, hair curled up wild, never begged, never talked, just waited in the alley near noon and again after dark. I never asked his last name or where he slept, sometimes under a busted awning, sometimes curled up in a cardboard box behind the old pharmacy, always quiet as a breath. I leave him a brown paper bogus sandwich, a little milk, sometimes a note. "Eat up, kiddo. Don't be scared." He'd take it, bow his head, and vanish. That was Jesse, a kid raised by the street, after his mama died and the state shuffled him off to some shelter where there were more fights than hugs. I never told a soul, not my boss, not my coworkers. Charity wasn't the point. It just felt like breathing. How do you let a child go hungry if you can stop it, you know? The only time I caught a glimpse of Jesse's pain was one cold afternoon. I asked, "You got anyone?" He just looked at the ground and whispered, "Mama's gone." That's it. No more questions. My life became half for me, half for him. Even on nights my own stomach grumbled, I'd split a thunger's not so bad if you know a kid's eating because of you. Sometimes I'd slip a note in his bag. "Rain's coming. Find shelter, please." He always folded those notes, tucked them away like treasure. Of course, not everyone liked it. The manager, a mess. Stein warned me, "This isn't a soup kitchen, Maggie. We get complaints, you're out." I gnawed, but I never stopped. You'd be surprised how cruel people can get when they see kindness that makes them uncomfortable. "She's encouraging bums," they'd mutter. But I figured some hunger isn't in the belly, it's in the heart. And if you can't stand up for that, what's the point of living? Years passed. Jesse grew, got taller, his eyes lost some of that fear. Then one day, just gone. No vuvi, no trafe. All I found was a note. "I'll do my best." Like you, the back door felt empty after that. Fast forward. It's January. In Red Oak, California, wind cuts right through you. Jesse, now 22 spots, an old man collapsed at the bus stop. Doesn't hesitate, scoops him up, sprints him to the ER. Panic. He needs O-negative blood, rarest type, we losing him. Jesse steps forward. "I'm O-negative. Take what you need." A nurse snaps a photo. It hits social media. Stranger saves man's life. The video blows up. Meanwhile, in Boston, wealthy businessman Henry Archer's eating dinner when his daughter, Ellie, shows him the clip. "Dad, doesn't he look like you did way back?" Henry's world stops. She sees Jesse's eyes, the way he holds his head, and suddenly he remembers a woman he'd loved once, a love that his family made him give up for not being good enough. He calls the hospital, asks for the kid's name, Jesse Miller. DNA test turns out that's his son. All these years, his own blood living hand to mouth on the streets. Henry and his father, Walter Archer, founder of Archer Foods, fly to California. They find Jesse working at a garage, grease up to his elbows, and approach. "You're Jesse Miller?" Jesse looks up, eyes wary. Henry's voice cracks. "I'm your father, and this is your grandfather." For a minute, time stops. No one knows what to say. Then Jess shaking says, "I don't want money. I don't need a last name. But help me find Maggie Lane. She kept me alive for a decade. I owe her everything." And while all that's happening, I'm starting over Murphy's Kitchen gone corporate, me out on the street with nothing but my apron and my recipes. I end up stocking shelves at Grady's Market. Then, out of nowhere, comes a fancy invitation. "Grand reopening, please join us." I almost toss it, but something tells me just go. When I show up, I nearly faint. Big bold sign, "Maggie's table every kid eats." I walk in, everyone stands, nodding respectfully, some even tear up. Then those 5 Rolls Royces. Out steps Walter Archer, stooped but proud, asks, "Were you the one who fed a child for 10 years? My voice shakes, but I say yes. And Jesse comes out, smiling, holding a box inside is a folded paper note. "Eat up, kiddo. Extra milk today." Tears hit before I can stop them. Jesse's voice breaks. "You were my home, Maggie. Now this place is yours." And just like that, I finally feel seen. No speeches, no confetti. Just truth lines out the door within weeks, people coming for the food, sure, but really for the story. For help. I kept none of the profits. Hired folks who'd slept rough, made sure no kid in Red Oak went to bed hungry. The Archers, haunted by regret, start funding community meals quietly, almost shyly. Me? I kept doing what felt right day after day. You know what I mean? Sometimes a simple Act 1 sandwich, one note can change not just a kid's life, but a whole family, a whole town. That's the fire. Kindness starts slow, steady, impossible to put out. Now let me toss it to you. Is compassion enough to break the cycles that hold us all down, or is it just a drop in the ocean? Tell me below, what would you do if you could? Share your story, your hope, your doubts. If you believe kindness matters, spread the word. Let's light up the dark together, one act at a time.